Previously on George Washington Esquire, Hunger Games edition.
Dun dun.
Dun dun. Are we in Law and Order now? Previously, we found a tribute from District 1 killing kids with a maul. Not a shopping mall.
Wait, was I like dropping in your imagination?
Mm-hmm.
I was killing kids with a maul, and then you had to specify what mall was. Like, was I killing kids with like an entire shopping center? Like, I was picking up the entire foundation of a mall.
There were a couple of times
when
there were a couple of times like when you were killing the kid from District 12 that I actually kind of imagined you dropping like a Macy's on him. Just to be funny in my own head. That's why I randomly split into laughter throughout the last episode. So, yes, however, you kept saying mall like bludgeoning him across the face or something, so that kind of ruined the illusion. But anyway, previously on Hunger Games, George Washington Esquire edition. Our tribute is somehow still alive. There are currently only 10 tributes left alive. He is one of 10. Therefore, there are 9 obstacles in the way between him and celebrity status. He is currently equipped with so many weapons, no food items, because Jamie, the tribute from District 4, has all of the food. They're in a precariously fragile alliance, and it's actually kind of confusing why Spangle even agreed to this. However, let's see how this goes. The scene opens and you are inside of that kitchen-ish room, inside of the Justice Building-ish building, and you're not quite sure what's going on, except there is a very sexy 15-year-old. Ooh, that sounded weird. There is I take it back.
Don't ever utter the phrase sexy 15-year-old on my channel. How dare you?
To be fair, this kid doesn't actually exist, therefore it's a little better. And usually in my head, when I'm imagining like kids in the Hunger Games, they're all like 18, so they're not actually kids. So, regardless,
that's a good save.
It's also the truth. Like unless the tribute is like blatantly as a trope, like the young one they're trying to save, then I imagine that they're small. Or like
Rue.
Exactly. But otherwise, they're all like Kato. They're all 18, bulking, biceps.
Look at this attractive young black woman or black girl. I felt like an 8-year-old a woman for some reason.
Should we restart this?
No, absolutely not. It's great. It's gold.
Okay.
It's golden.
Moving on. I apologize.
Not like I'm going to get in trouble by like the pedo police.
I apologize. I recognize how weird that statement was. I take it back fervently. Anyway, you are teamed up with Jamie, and you're ready to take on the world together. Or maybe take on each other. I don't know. Go brush your teeth. Go brush teeth. That was me talking to my child. Never you mind. Jeffrey, what do you do?
I have a hankering to brush my teeth.
You do not have a toothbrush in the arena.
Actually, it's a trick. Well, not a trick question.
It's a trick question, even though you did not ask a question.
It's a I don't know what to call it. It's a farce. I tricked you because I'm George Washington. I don't have teeth. Ha ha. I have wooden teeth.
You are dedicated to this character type.
I'm very dedicated.
Jamie wants to get going.
Oh,
what do you do?
Of course Jamie wants to get going. He's in such a rush. He's like, we're going to hunt out the rest of them in like a day or two. and meanwhile, I'm just all like, I just want like a weapon, please, so I can kill you.
You currently have a mole across your chest.
Yeah, well, I got to find the right time.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so Jamie wants to go.
Yes.
He has like a backpack. And a sword and stuff.
He has like a little satchel that he has on his belt, yeah.
Little satchel. A little fanny pack.
A bit bigger than that, and it's a side.
How big is his sword? Does he just have a sword?
The sword that he was spinning is a little bit shorter than a meter. It's sizable.
It's like the same as like my long sword.
It's a bit longer.
So he has like probably like an actual long sword.
It's like a real sword, not a pretend sword, yeah.
You know, Of course, the kid from District 12 would have a pretend sword.
Sure, yeah.
I think it was District 12.
Mm-hmm.
The boy and the girl near the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Washington Monument, yeah.
I didn't realize they actually gave me my maul.
Yeah. As a sign of truth that he wants to team up.
God, do I really want to? I thought he was just gonna like kind of like string me along and be like, go do this for me, and like run me like an errand boy.
He thought you were gonna string him along.
Not like actually give me a weapon. Fool.
No, he's giving you all your stuff back.
I'm like 50-50 right now. Because this is new information.
Let the dice decide.
God, I just really want to kill him right now.
Huh.
I hate his audacity.
Oh.
Just walking up into my shit, taking my weapons and food, and waiting for me to wake up with his stupid proposal instead of actually ending my life like he should have.
Mm-hmm.
But this is going to be where my character does something kind of smart. Surprisingly.
I'm going to need an intelligence roll.
Sure. 11.
Plus nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your thought?
That he knows where some of the other tributes are, and I'm a bloodthirsty monster. So he's going to lead me to the other tributes, and it will allow me to get extra kid kills.
I actually really love that you had that thought, because that would be true. That the possibility of him knowing the location approximately of even his own district companion, Guppy, where she would be at least.
Yeah.
So that is quite accurate to assume.
Yeah, because if I kill him, I just get like extra stuff, and sure, I get like food, and I get like my safe haven back because I know to lock the door now. So I get like a lot of good things from like killing him here on the spot. But it's like I'd be susceptible to like stealth if I ever leave, and like people setting traps because they have ample time.
Sure,
stuff like that. Although I'm pretty sure he and Emerald were like the biggest threats for the most part in terms of like the judge scores, so I wouldn't have too much to be worried about, except ranged weapons. Oh my god, they scare me. Okay,
you have yet to see a ranged weapon.
Yeah, but they scare me because I know someone out there is like, oh, I got a bow. Yeah, so I'm a little afraid of that. Freaking Jamie, sure. I go, I'm ready to go.
He smiles at you and says, cool.
Yeah.
Door's over there. Go ahead.
Lead the way.
You go ahead.
No.
Should we walk down the hall together?
I'll hold your hand if you hold mine.
Okay. I'm right-handed.
It takes me a moment to process what side of him to stand on, but I do it.
Lovely.
And then I hold my hand out openly.
You can go play for a little bit before bedtime. Thank you. You walk down the hall together. You reach the end of the hall together.
Describe his hand. Is it like clammy? Is it shaky?
No, it's actually quite firm and smooth. Like an erect... Anyway.
So there's no sign of nerves or anything?
Not really.
Like, so the idea or concept of a poker face, he has like a poker hand. I can't tell anything from it.
I would not say that Spangle is smart enough to know the difference between a truth and a lie as far as a hand.
It's true.
So I would say, he's kind of like calm. That's pretty much it.
He's got skin. Crazy. I wonder if there's like green stuff underneath it. God, I hate this old man so much.
Do you want to do anything in this room, or should we proceed outside?
Proceed.
Okay.
I'm still holding his hand.
You reach the outside, you enter the foyer, and he guides you like a parent with a toddler outside to the top of the staircase that looks out across the pond in front of the Washington Monument. Remember this layout? Okay. So now you can see the fog is kind of lessened in the morning. And so you can see pretty clearly
weird.
all the way across to the Washington Monument, and you can see a building far off to the left and far off to the right. Both of them also feel very familiar, like you should know where what they're from.
I think I've seen that on money somewhere.
Jamie looks to the one on the far left, and based on your memory,
that's where the girl went.
That is the direction that Mary went.
Don't you love playing D&D with me?
Yes.
How I remember things.
But does Spangle? Yeah. So I'm gifting this memory to your character that you would remember that's at least where she went before when you tried to lure her back with a lie. Come back, I won't kill you.
To the listeners, I just winked twice at Tommy.
I hate winking so much. So, you see him looking off to the building on the far left. Or far off to the left.
I tell him that I had an encounter with a girl from District 12. Obviously, District 12 is not a threat, but if you would like to start there, I know at least one person will be there.
You know, I believe that Guppy went over there as well. It's very possible that she's already taken care of 12, hence one of the cannons that fired over throughout the night.
Yeah. I did kind of leave her defenseless. She threw her comma at me, and then she ran off without a weapon.
But a comma's not a throwing weapon.
Well, I convinced her it was because I'm amazing.
You believed it was a throwing weapon, didn't you? It's okay.
If I said yes...
Let's head off to the building on the left, which actually has the Liberty Bell at the very top, if you remember what that is.
No, but this Guppy person...
That's fantastic. Yes.
Did
Guppy.
you speak with Guppy since the game started, or
Yes.
do you just have a feeling that she's over there?
I've, let's say, analyzed her personality, and she would want to avoid me a great deal. I'm not quite sure why, but...
She's probably afraid of you.
Perhaps.
Do you guys have any camaraderie, or is she an equal rival?
In fact, I found her quite pleasant to interact with, but she always seemed to avoid me for whatever reason. It doesn't matter.
Maybe
one way
she's
or another.
distancing herself because she knows that she's going to have to kill you. This is stuff that my character is not. That my character would never ever say. This is just.
I'm going to assume
as Jeff
that
projecting.
as you tried to say that and put your synapses together to form that word, you instead went, maybe she's, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
then Jamie said, true.
Wow.
Very true.
True, dad.
Let's
dog.
head off over there unless you have a different idea.
That sounds great.
Fantastic. He heads down the stairs in front of you, no longer holding your hand.
I think he's testing me. But this is just Jeff thinking. This is not something that George Weston Esquire would think.
Give me an intelligence check.
19.
You are very aware, because of all the training that you went through, that's technically illegal, but nobody tells you can't.
Yeah.
For the Hunger Games, that this would be a perfect opportunity to strike, because you have a maul. Therefore, you have ample opportunity to attack him from behind using massive gravity, as a descending strike on his skull. This is a prime time to attack if you tried. You're even surprised by your own wit at this moment.
I'm like looking down at my maul like,
whoa! I remembered school?
yeah. Well, it had to do with killing, so I probably remember it. God, I'm like so torn right now. Because like, I just hate this guy so much. But he has so much to offer me in terms of locations.
George!
What? Sorry.
He's at the bottom of the stairs because you sat there wondering too long. He's now out of range. And you go, damn it. He's pointing towards the pond.
Oh yeah, don't drink out of there.
I would never. It has chlorine inside.
Right. Of course.
Right. Do you see that? They look like wires coming out of the water. Those were not there yesterday.
Okay, Shatner.
Thank you.
Describe the wires. Not that my character would be able to fucking discern anything.
They look like maybe 4 thick black wires going, and they're like taut. They're like pulled as if they were practiced and known how to put them together properly. They look as if like you could take any cord at all and like they're plugged into the water, and then they go out of the water and into the grass off towards one of the buildings. So it looks like it's connecting the water to something. And
maybe someone set up like a pure. Oh damn! My character is so dumb.
Intelligence check.
12.
You're so not used to playing the dumb character. Gorg.
At least not the outspoken stupid character.
I'm Mudslide.
No, he was smart. He just wasn't witty. He was just headstrong.
You realize everything that I just said, and wonder enough to think, I wonder what those do.
Yeah, I'm basically just going like, wires. What do you think?
He says, maybe explosives, but I don't know. Those look pretty thick for explosive wires.
Maybe it's... Hello.
Hey.
Maybe they're like... pipes?
He looks back at you up the stairs and says, why don't you come down here and take a look at them? They're very obviously not pipes.
Okay.
Thank you.
I walk down the steps. I'm keeping like a few feet between us. And I look closer at the knot pipes. In fact, I actually pass him and like go over to the pipes and examine them.
They are leathery almost. Like they are covered with electrical tape with a nice textured like grip to the tape. That is like a silver dollar diameter.
Mm-hmm.
And one end is going into the water, one end is disappearing off into grass or towards one building or another.
This seems like an awful lot of work for someone to do overnight.
It probably wasn't one of the tributes.
Oh, it's one of those capital things you're telling me to not trust again, huh?
You're learning.
You think it's explosive?
No. So I'm going to head over there now, because if they're all connecting here, we should probably be away from here. Think so? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Follow me then.
Yeah.
Follow me then. Yep.
Okay.
You head your way towards the building that he claims has the Liberty Bell at the very top, the direction in which you saw Mary run before, the day before. You arrive rather quickly, and you notice that there is blood on the very short steps leading up into this new building. There's also a backpack. Jamie makes his way towards it before you do.
And the backpack is it at the end of the trail of blood?
It's like set aside. Like it's not. Okay. It's amongst it, but not in the middle of it.
Okay.
It is a dark blue.
I say, wait.
And he stops, and he's like, for what?
It could be a trap. You said not to trust anything, right?
He snaps his fingers, looks at you, and says, that is a good point. I really am rubbing off on you, huh?
All right, man.
Good for you, man. Good. I'm going to pick it up, though.
But...
He goes over to it. And he does a cunning check.
Oh. I actually see him roll die.
He looks very proud of himself and says, this is not a trap. And he picks it up.
Please tell me, like, explodes. This is definitely not a trap.
Oh, it is not a trap. He picks it up, and it appears to be empty based on the reaction he has, which is his shoulders slumping.
Yeah.
However, he offers it to you.
It's an extra pack.
And he's like, would you like this? I already have my satchel.
Absolutely.
Okay. So he offers it to you freely. The backpack grants you access to your inventory now. To your inventory little part of the paper.
Yeah.
So you don't have to rely on just pockets and pockets and pockets.
Right.
It also increases your defense by 1.
Oh.
Because now it can be a barrier behind your back.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that is super. Okay. And I'm gonna put that in parentheses in front of my inventory space.
Okay.
Back pack. You said navy blue.
Dark blue. Yes.
Dark blue. Sweet. I'm pretty happy right now.
I am so glad.
Why? That sounded like you were going to follow up with something bad. I'm so glad because...
You notice as you look up and
Jesus.
start putting things into your backpack that Jamie's staring at you the whole time.
Yes?
I'm just waiting. I don't want to rush you, but there are people to kill. I mean, find. And then kill.
Okay. I'm ready.
Lovely.
Am I too slow for you?
Not at all.
Okay.
You're just what I need.
Great.
I love Cameron's expressions behind your back.
Why don't you marry her?
Fine, I'll do it again.
Yo, we're getting married again.
You ain't invited.
Okay.
We've actually talked about it.
You ain't invited to your own wedding.
So we make our way. Okay, now I'm in the game with you.
Yeah.
We make our way up the stairs.
I just look over. God.
Hi, I'm Jamie. We make our way upstairs. We enter the building, and he confidently just strides in. Cunning check, please.
2.
You do not notice it. He enters the
Notice
building
what?
and leaves the door ajar for you.
I follow him.
You enter, and you are immediately hit with the smell of something very unfamiliar to you, but Jeff would recognize it as the smell of books.
That's amazing. That's the best description.
Who came up with that right at the top of my hat? All right, cool.
That is the best description for a smell as someone enters the room I've ever heard in my life. Oh my god.
Dusty.
All right.
Smells like murdered trees.
Smells like a lumberyard, but not.
Yeah. Smells like District 4. Weird. But like after the Dust Bowl.
All right. There are rows upon rows upon rows of very tall, dark wood stacks of bookshelves. Like, I'm talking thousands of books in variety of colors, variety of sizes. I want you to give me a true check right now. True 20.
Oh, 5.
Okay. You don't really give a
Yeah, obviously.
pheasant
I'm not here.
about
I'm not here to read.
anything.
I'm here to hunt.
However, Jamie looks at them for a few seconds while admiring them, giving you a chance to decide to do something as you're entering. The building has just as much of ornateness, like marble and polish, as the previous building you started in.
You know what?
Yes.
I stare at him.
He looks up around the room, he takes a deep breath, and he's like, we don't have much literature in District 4. Oh, am I not allowed to say that? The Capitol wants to keep it hush-hush. Oh my gosh. He turns back and looks at you, and he's like, I'm sure you have plenty of books in District 1, right?
Sorry, I'm waiting.
Oh, for what? Do you hear something?
We have people to hunt.
You're very right. You're very right. I'm sorry. I lost track of what I was doing.
I'm such an ass.
You're very patient with me, and I appreciate it. He makes his way up a staircase that you didn't realize was there. To the right.
How is he floating? Oh, stairs.
Immediately upon entering this building, there were staircases on the left and right going up.
All right.
And actually, you know what? I'm going to change that. One going up, which is to the right. The one on the left descends into like a basement.
Okay.
I'm changing it now.
Sure.
DM tricks.
I am God.
He goes to the upstairs one. And he's like, "Do you think there might be up there?" This is your opportunity to really decide where to hunt, bro.
Honestly, I think that they would be upstairs because during the daytime they might be wanting to get advantage. I mean, like they're probably up there like scouting during the day. No fancy words for me. They'd probably be downstairs if it were nighttime.
Yeah. I mean, sure. He pulls out his sword and he's like, best be ready, right? And he heads upstairs, back fully to you as he ascends. Like a god.
Great. I follow like a few feet behind him.
Cool. You guys reach the second floor, which is actually considerably higher. Like, it's not like a story, it's like 2 stories up. So the staircase goes up a lot.
Sure.
But it's a solid floor, so it's not like you're able to look down into the bookshelves anymore. It's completely flat red carpet. And the hallways are not solid. I'm trying to describe this. It's like a bunch of archways that like create barriers, like sort of like half walls. So you can still like see across this entire floor through like little columns and like archways made of stone.
The walls only come up like 4 feet or so.
Or so, and then there's like arches on top of them as like decorative things.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all. I got it.
So then like this was like a study area. So there's desks here and chairs and places where people could theoretically like sit and read if they wanted to or study or
so
something.
So it looks like really fancy cubicles.
Yes. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. So Jamie takes a deep breath and says, mahogany. Lovely.
I think someone made me mahogany for dinner once.
That's odd.
Why? It was delicious. I remember.
Think
it was.
You may be thinking of edamame?
No, I'm pretty sure it was mahogany.
Well,
Mahogany?
I'm pretty sure they would be further in to this maze of little cubicles, as Jeff would say.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to proceed inward. Do you want to go in a different way? Because there's several entrances into this little cubicle section. So do you want to take another way and we like comb through or go together?
I think we should split up in case if it's trapped. You don't want the same trap hitting both of us.
Fair point. I'll see you on the other side. He goes to the far entrance to this area, leaving you the closest.
Okay.
You see him go through, and you can just barely like see his head as he's like making his way through. What do you do?
But how does he go about getting there? Does he go down the middle?
It's so like once you reach the top of the stairs, it's like a dead like straight shot. Like you turn and it's a hallway leading to a dead end, and then immediately enters a bunch of cubicles that you enter through on the left. I'm not describing it quite clearly, but so you enter.
So there's another set of cubicles on the right at the end of the hallway.
Yes.
Okay, so he's gonna do one side, I'll do the other side, basically.
Yes.
What side does he choose? The left?
He chose the left.
Okay, I'll go down the right.
Okay.
At about the same time as him.
Okay. You proceed. And you almost immediately hear him call out for you.
What does it say? Just my name?
Yes.
Um.
Please note, he calls out your real name.
Oh, what a nice guy. He actually gets like a half a point on the friend meter now.
Sure.
But it's out of like 100, so it's not like a big deal. So if he calls out my name and calls out my real name, I'm going to stop what I'm doing and immediately head towards him. And while I'm heading toward him, I'm going to ask him, what is it? What do you need help? Do you need help? Like something along those lines.
So you want to call out to him from where you are right now?
Yes, as I'm making my way towards him.
Intelligence check.
8.
He says, I found another backpack.
Okay. Have you checked it?
No. You cannot see him currently.
Got it. So we're having this like cross room discussion now. Okay. I just say the same thing. Like, it could be a trap. Just be careful.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yep. 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 It's empty.
Great.
I'm gonna take this one.
Super.
It's red.
Hopefully it's not bright red.
What?
You're cutting out.
Go into your tunnel.
I'll go through an archway.
Could you ask him to go to bed, sweetie? Thank you.
Oh, great.
What do you do? Do you turn back to where?
Yeah, I continue searching.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
Please tell me it like explodes.
I rolled double sixes.
I just want Jamie to explode.
You hear
so bad.
a chiming sound.
Okay.
Coming further and further, like closer to you from above.
Oh, it's getting closer to me? Like it's getting closer to me from
Like something
the
is
sky descending toward me?
Yes.
I look up.
You see a silver parachute with a small capsule of sorts descending towards you, like deliberately right towards your chest. From previous Hunger Games, you know that this is a sponsor's gift for you.
Am I the only one who can hear it, or do I know I'm the only one who can hear
You
it?
do not know.
I ask him, hey, it's been a little bit. You still okay over there? You're awfully quiet.
There's no answer.
Oh, God, I hate that answer. Ooh. God, there's so many smart things that I want to do right now. But it's fucking killing me.
But you're not Jeff in this game.
I'm not. I'm wooden teeth, stupid George Esquire. God damn it.
At some point, I do want to play a Hunger Games game like this where everybody plays themselves.
That would be interesting. Okay.
Good night. Good night, little bubs.
No.
Love you.
All right. That was adorable.
Okay.
And if I were to step out of the way, would it just land on the ground?
You're not sure. That's never really been a problem in previous games, so you don't have a frame of reference. You're not sure if it's like a remote control, like guiding for you,
Got it.
or if it's like if it's gravity and physics
I open up my backpack.
while it's descending.
Yeah, while it's descending,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and like catch it in the backpack.
Okay, D20.
This is like semi-smart Jeff playing right now.
This is Dex check.
Okay. 4 + 1 is 5.
So you open up your backpack and it falls. Like I imagine that one hand's grabbing like the back of the backpack and one hand's opening the front. Your hand, it descends and it hits the knuckles of the one holding the back of the backpack.
Yeah.
And like just sort of like bounces away a little bit. It's still at midair.
I just grab it and just shove it in there. Like I'm just getting like really frustrated. And just...
As you shove it into your backpack, it's still pinging a little bit. But when you zip it, it completely mutes. He
Okay.
goes, yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna throw the backpack back on my back.
Okay.
Backpack back on my back. There you go.
Okay.
And then I say, Jamie.
No answer.
I'm cursing the fact that I'm not an intelligent player right now.
You do hear a sound.
Describe it.
Like a shuffling, like a footfall, or like or something being set down further into the cubicles on your side.
Oh.
Like in the direction that the parachute came, it's like in that general direction. Not up,
Yeah.
but forward.
Yeah.
The sound came from up. Also, there was not a staircase leading even further higher. From what you could see.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm just gonna straight up walk over there.
A D20, please. True check.
And I'm gonna call out Mary as I'm walking over there. Like, Mary, is that you?
You hear a shuffling as you're going, like, weaving through these cubicles of sorts. You hear movement immediately to your left. And you look over, and I rolled for this already.
Okay.
You see someone's back bending over and, like, peeking around an edge. But their back is completely to you.
Do I recognize this backside?
No.
How far are they from me?
Like, less than 5 yards.
Oh, God.
Wedgie.
Yeah, I'm,
It's the Hunger Games, honey!
I'm,
What the heck?
I'm like,
I kill people with wedgies!
I'm like,
Comic wedgie? Come on.
I'm like full on over the head vertical strike down on their back.
Okay.
Uh, 11.
11 total?
No. 11 plus, 4 is 15.
Okay. Damage, please. You will receive a bonus for sneak or for surprise attack.
Just make sure it's D8. Yeah, D8. 6 is a 7.
7 plus 4 is 11.
Woo!
You slam your maul down, not quite hitting the vital organs or their head, but you hit, I'm going to say, their hips.
Yeah.
And they crumple to the ground and like crawl away quickly.
I would feel bad, but I'm not
They do
not
not
that mindset.
They do not go far. Oh, either way it works. No matter what the number is. So they crawl away, quickly look back at you, and throw something at you. It does hit, because your defense is not 17.
Yeah.
And deals you 4 damage with throwing knife.
Ow.
It cuts across your arm and flies off somewhere.
Yeah, that was a strong throw. Cut me and keeps going. Damn. Do I recognize the person now that they've thrown something at me?
She is... Well, give me an intelligence check and see if you even care to remember who she is.
14.
I will grant you that she is a 12-year-old from District 5, which is power and electricity. Her name is Moneypenny. Because why the hell not?
I have no connection with this person. She dead.
Her male companion's name was James.
Oh, really?
No.
Last name Bond?
Yeah.
Bondage.
Yeah. I'm like,
Who would name their child Bondage?
No, her last name is Bondage.
Oh, Bondage.
I-
James
I-
Bondage.
Bondage. James, Bondage. But it's Sean Connery, so it's like, Bondage. James Bondage. I
You.
crush her.
Prove it.
And right before I do it, I say, that hurt.
Prove it.
12 plus 4 is 16.
Damage.
7. It's fucking 2 ones in a row, man. Really?
I will say you crush her pelvis to the point where
Ow.
it is fatal, but she
But not
gets
yet.
one more action. She gets one more action before bleeding out.
Yeah.
And we'll see if she hits you. No.
Is that a 1?
It was a 1.
Wow.
She tries to stab for your kneecap, descends into the carpet, and then collapses back, bleeding out. You can do something else before she fully dies, but she's a goner.
I'm not really one to like just let people suffer. I mean, I kill people, but yeah, I asked that part. Like jaw, like I did with Emerald.
Cool. She did. Cannon fires, and you're given the opportunity to loot her before she inevitably slides away into a panel inside of this room.
I check her really quick, and I'm going to emphasize really quick because I'm really curious as to what is behind me. The noise I was originally traveling to.
Intelligence check, please.
18.
You know that she caused the sound.
Oh, it's distraction.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
However,
well, then,
cunning check, please.
uh-oh. 11.
You see that she had one more throwing knife hidden in her boot.
I barely even care about it. I'll exchange the throwing knife for one of my dirks.
One more intelligence check for me, please. I don't know why I'm gifting you this possibility.
Am I able to switch it out before this intelligence check?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just want to do things one at a time. Otherwise, I'll forget. Throwing Kniffy. And then intelligence check?
Yes.
3. It was a 16, damn it.
Okay. You do not think this thought.
Okay. You do not think the possible thought.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I should say you do not draw a connection.
I call out to Jamie again. I go, Jamie, I killed Moneypenny. That sounds so ridiculous to be calling out.
You do not know if he heard you, but something else does shift behind you. But, like, quite far behind.
Oh.
And it's away from where Jamie was. So
Okay,
you're going
yeah.
further away.
Yeah. Because I looked the other... Yeah.
One sec.
I
Ooh,
turn...
You actually hear, like a cry, like...
I turn to face the sound. And do I know its general vicinity, or do I know like where that cry came from?
It is somewhere further in.
Somewhere further in. Got it.
Cunning check, please.
17.
You know, your arrogance says that you could catch the person if they try to run away from you, towards you, like try to use like the maze of cubicles to avoid you. Your arrogance says you're going to watch well enough to catch them. Your move.
I would play this like intimidating. Like I'd go like, "Oh, there's someone crying. I'm gonna get you. I'm coming for you."
Okay. I'm gonna say true.
19.
You hear even more scuttling based on your intimidation check. You hear them trying to sidle further to the right of you, like out of your direct line.
I'm just like on the like horizontal realm, just following that. Yeah.
Are you proceeding towards the sound as you're moving from side to side, like a sneak?
Very slightly.
Serpentine.
Yeah, very slightly, but yes.
D20, please. Cunning.
18. Wow, I'm getting like really high rolls now.
You suddenly completely lose all sound of them.
Oh.
Doesn't count.
I go directly to the last place I heard a sound from them quickly. Like the last place I heard the sound, I'm there.
As you are rushing, you are suddenly hit in the face with something sharp.
Ow.
Like a projectile, dealing you 4 sharp damage.
Piercing damage?
Piercing. It's piercing damage.
Sharp damage. New things.
It is so surprising that you lose complete sight of, like, anything in that general vicinity because you're just like, what the fuck? So, you're cradling your face. You are freely bleeding on your cheek.
Yeah.
It's not your eye, but it's like an inch below your eye.
Okay.
Once you gather yourself, and I'll even take control of you for a little bit, and you run forward, like, almost to the opposite wall. Like, you're almost... You've almost seen this complete area now.
Yeah.
You see no one anymore. I'm going to need a cunning check.
4.
You look around and don't see any obvious way that they could have gotten past you. Intelligence check.
19.
Okay. So you know stubbornly there had to be a way that they got away from you, and it's doubtful that they got around you. Therefore, there has to be a way forward that you're not seeing. So I'm going to have to give you... Since I'm seeing the map in my head and you're not, I'm going to have to do it up to dice. So, odds versus evens.
Are there like... I'm just going to guess. Are there stairs I wasn't aware of?
True D20 check. I'm doing odds and evens in my head.
Okay. 16.
Okay, that's an even. Okay. So, I should have said that out loud. So, odds was no, evens was yes.
Okay.
So, at the thought of stairs, it makes you think ascension, which makes you think there has to be a further way up or down from here that I can't see. So you start looking around and you actually see metal bars off to your right in like the corner of the room in like a little, like, what am I trying to say? Like a hidey hole where you see a ladder going up.
Like a little alcove?
Yes.
How long of a head start do they have on me?
So they actually disappear. It's like in a tube. So it's like not obvious that there's a ladder there from where you started this whole venture. So like if you started back at the top of the stairs and looked over there, you wouldn't have seen the ladder. So it's like only visible from an angle.
Yeah.
So they would have grabbed onto the ladder and gone up, but they're now above the line where it like disappears.
Yeah.
So if you run over there and look up, you may see something.
I'm going to do that, but when I get to the ladder, I like look up quickly, and no matter what I see, even if it's nothing, I'm backing out of that area immediately, and then back in to avoid anything that I think they're going to drop on me.
So I need a D20 cunning and a D20 dex.
Okay. Cunning first, 13. Dex is 3 + 1 for 4.
Okay. You run in there, you look in, you for sure see legs and feet moving up there, for sure. You dart out slowly, like slower than you wanted, and you're just like, oh shit, but nothing happens.
Okay, so then I go back in there.
Okay, so then you go back in, and they're further up now, and you're allowed to do something else.
Alright, so first, do I know about how high up it goes? Can I see the top?
They're blocking pretty much the whole...
Okay. Because it's a tube or whatever.
Yes.
That's annoying.
Huh?
You got a big butt.
Yeah.
It's covering the whole.
Okay, so I'm hoping that I'm much stronger than this person is, and I'm going to try and just muscle my way up to the top faster than them.
Okay.
To where I can get in reach of grabbing their ankle.
Okay. So you're trying to use a strength check instead of a dex check.
Yeah, I'm basically like, because up a certain way, it's like a tube. So I imagine like I'm just like forcing myself up the ladder.
Okay.
Because strength is a really big advantage in climbing, just in general.
I agree.
So it's not so much dex.
But it's also coordination.
It is coordination, but I'm hoping that, like, I'm not worried about the coordination because if I like mess up, there's like a tube wall immediately behind me.
That's fair. Okay.
So if I like misstep, I'm like, oh no, I'm just leaning against the wall now. Like,
give me that strength check. However, I'm going to cut the bonus by a little bit, just to be completely fair.
Sure. 4 + 6 for 10.
Okay. So you make your way up, and you are about on par with her pace.
Okay.
Okay. You make your it's a she. You can hear because of her panting and like as she's going up. She's terrified.
Yeah.
And a career is chasing her. And so you make your way higher and higher and higher, and she disappears because she's off the ladder and she's suddenly gone. There's light above you.
Okay.
Your move.
I keep going, and then when I get to the top of the ladder, I like push myself like out of the tube hole, like with a bunch of force, so that
So a big lurch or a big leap.
Kind of. So that way I can like tumble away from the opening as fast as possible.
Okay.
That way my head's not just exposed like above the ground for too long.
Sure. Strength check.
10 plus 6 is 16.
Give me a D4.
4.
Perfect. You do not roll towards the edge.
That's great.
You leap out and then actually towards them. So
Great.
automatically, okay, not automatically, close. They were about to shoot you again, and they missed. You went so fast and then rolled out of the way. You are now about less than 10 feet away from them. It is Mary. And she has a slingshot with barbed seeds.
Well, I don't care about barbed seeds.
It dealt you 4 damage before.
I still don't care about them.
Okay. Well, she's like...
I'm faster, like I get the
She's
initiative
so
right now.
freaked out, she's like, can't even cry from her fear of what's about to happen to her, maybe. It is your move, yes. Actually, you know what? Give me a true check, please.
5.
Okay. She goes first.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy. What'd you do? Okay. She runs back a little bit, is able to grab another one and pull back and shoot again. Your defense?
11.
11. She hits you. For 5 damage.
Damn. Well, not quite half health for that adrenaline rush, which has been useless this whole time, surprisingly. I am going to charge her with my maul, and on the way, I am throwing my throwing knife on my belt.
Oh. Wait. So it's movement, throwing, and attack?
Is
You have to pick one of those weapons.
I was to say, is the throwing possible, or is the distance too long?
What the heck?
Mm-hmm.
But you're not me.
No. I forgot to do this right now.
Okay. Someone texted her thinking it was me.
Oh.
Dad.
So, like, how far am I needing to travel?
You would need to travel about not very far, like 4 meters at
I was
most.
like a
yeah,
full, like,
because
minor action.
quick environment thing.
Yeah.
You're on like you're outside now.
Yeah.
Like you're up on the roof of this building, and the sky's everywhere, and the walls keeping you in are only about waist height.
Mm.
But the walls only exist at the corners of this like square platform that you're on. So it's like free fall if you're outside of those walls.
Got it.
Yeah. So she's trying to huddle into one of those corners so that she can't fall off. She's not quite in the corner, but very close to it.
Okay, well then I'm not throwing anymore. I'm just gonna like chase her down into the corner.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna strike her.
Okay.
Not call a shot. I just need to land some damage on her.
Okay.
That's a 5 plus 4 is 9.
It hits. Barely.
Another 1. I deal 7 damage.
You deal 7 damage. She screams as she is hit, but she is able to... Yeah. She rolls back up to her feet and tries to throw one of the bar balls at you. She can't quickly, like, back at you.
Back at it, stuck in her own hand.
She hits again.
Just handling it very gently.
She deals another 4 damage as this one actually sticks in your chest this time.
Well, now I have adrenaline rush and I'm really mad. And I crush her. Is she up against the corner?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just...
A different corner now, but yes.
Okay. We'll try and crush her into the corner. Just... 12 plus 4 is 16.
That will hit.
And this time I rolled a 5 plus 10. It's 15. Because adrenaline rush.
You one-shot her with that, so she is completely dead. She's so young, so I don't really want to do a graphic thing, but she's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super dead.
She is super dead. Well, only two damage off. She still had like 13 health left. But anyway, she is dead. Her loot was that... Oh, the cannon goes off. Boom. And she had one more barbed seed left. She has the slingshot. You have the one that's inside you. And there's one that fell down the ladder that is now below you. She had a reinforced shirt that granted her 2 HP. And
I cannot wear that in combination with the robes, can I?
You cannot.
Okay. I'm going to stick with my robes.
She also has...
Because I'm an adjudicator. I'm a judge.
She had...
Judge George Washington.
What's a piece of produce I can give you? She had a small pack of fruit leathers.
A whole head of lettuce. Small pack of fruit leathers, yes. I will immediately consume.
Cool. You consume it, and so give me a d6.
4.
You regain 4 HP.
Fucking great. 1 above my adrenaline rush threshold. Super.
So, once you get the view of this place, you see that there is a way to go across the roof of this place. There, three of the directions lead out into nothingness, and you're falling off the building.
Right.
One direction leads back toward the direction that you came through that cubicle maze, and towards where Jamie theoretically would have gone in that general direction. Does that make sense?
Oh, it's another platform?
Yes.
Oh.
But between this platform and that one, you see a small, coppery, cracked bell between this platform and the other.
Is it below me?
No.
Above me?
It's lateral with you because it's attached to a podium or to a barbell that's is attached to the ground by an arch.
Okay.
Arch.
Am I able to cross?
Yes.
Around the bell?
Yes.
As I'm crossing, I'm going to check out the bell and be like, what's up, bell?
There is a plaque describing what it is that you don't read. There is a date on it that you don't even know how to count. Mm-hmm. And there is a overall feeling of this is really important to someone other than me. Mm-hmm. It's important. I kind of want to melt it down to make it into a weapon.
Yeah. Can I do that?
You want to take the Liberty Bell
with
you?
Yeah. Smelt it. Yep. Make a weapon. Huge. I'll make a huge weapon. I'm kidding.
Thousands of pounds.
I can lift it. I got 6 strength.
Give me a strength check.
If I nat 20, can I pick it up?
Sure. Nat 20 right now.
I'm not even going to honor that because I should never be able to lift that up. I am leaving behind the slingshot and barb seeds behind intentionally because I think they're stupid. And I keep crossing if there's nothing else.
2,080 pounds.
She looked it up. Weighs as much as a car.
Your reverie is cut short by the sound of a girl screaming.
Where?
You can't quite tell.
Yeah,
Give me a d20 intelligence check, please.
16.
Why
am I doing so well on intelligence checks right now?
You
It's hilarious.
can hear that this scream is different.
Oh.
than...
Like a scream of excitement.
No, it's terror, but it's not like I'm about to die.
Oh. Terror. An empathetic cry of terror, maybe.
Maybe.
Screaming on someone else's behalf because they can't yell. Because they're missing their tongue. I like have this thought on the roof next to the Liberty Bell. Like, someone's missing a tongue, so somebody else is screaming for them. Gee willikers. I cross over to the other rooftop.
Jamie ascends the ladder on that platform.
Hey, why were you answering me? I killed 2 people.
Oh, I've killed one.
Cool. Who was it?
The boy from, Anyway. Yeah. He looks very displeased with something.
I examine his well-being.
He seems like he's done something that either he regrets doing or he is very upset about something that he witnessed.
He's been disturbed.
Do I believe that the scream came from nearby enough that the scream might have had something to do with Jamie?
Yes. Intelligence check, please.
Oh. This is 20.
You know what the thing that doesn't make sense is that he says he killed a male, but the scream was female.
Yeah.
And if he didn't kill the female down below, why did he let her live?
You let Guppy live, didn't you?
I'm not going to be the one to kill her.
That's why you need me. Oh, I'm playing my character wrong. Okay, hold up.
Bro, that ain't tight.
That ain't the realest, man.
I'm gonna use the
Okay.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Liberty Bell also has arsenic in its making.
Oh.
Lead and arsenic. It's also made up of those items. Or those
So, for anyone listening, don't eat the Liberty Bell. It's poisonous. You'll fucking die.
Don't lick it.
Yeah, don't lick it. Don't consume it in any way. Just admire its beauty and danger from afar.
Yeah, move along.
Our DM has stepped away to
Use the facility.
use the facilities, and I'm thinking of what to say that would not be intelligible, as opposed to the good questions that I was asking earlier. Because I apparently need another lesson in role play.
Dude, that dude sounded like a girl. He screamed like a girl.
Yeah, that dude screamed like a bitch. Man, what a girly scream.
Alright, okay.
I'm like 100% going with that, by the way.
With what?
So I have enough intelligence to know that the scream had something to do with Jamie.
Yes.
And he's like, I killed a dude. And I'm going to be all like, man, that dude screamed like a bitch.
But that means that you're taking back the
My intelligence
conversation.
check. Yeah, because, okay, so the first question is, you need me to kill Guppy.
Right.
That was a legit thought that I think someone stupid might do because
Maybe.
Because like it's obvious that they're like friends.
Like you don't wanna. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see you having that
Yeah.
that connection. Yeah.
They're like, oh, you need me to kill Guppy. I get it, but man, that dude screamed like a bitch. That's,
Your thought behind. Okay, yeah, I see where you're going. But your thought would be, if he wants me to kill Guppy, I'm just gonna turn around and kill him too. So what's the point?
well, I mean, I obviously think that because I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm the greatest. Duh.
Yeah.
And then I go, so like, hearing people scream makes me kind of hungry. Like, got any food?
Yeah. I have the watermelon slices. Did you want that too?
That would be great.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you see, but I'm like fucked up.
Yeah, you're bleeding from your chest.
And cheek.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was hit with barbs and traps and shit.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm not happy.
All right. Well, take a slice or two. I don't care.
Please, thank you.
I wasn't hit at all.
God, I hate this guy so much. I'm tempted just to eat the watermelon like in his face and then attack him.
And then pelt him with the seeds.
It's like an old Mickey Mouse cartoon.
Yeah.
All right. I eat the watermelon slices. However many he gives me, I just eat the whole plate.
2.
2 slices?
So there's 3 left.
Super. I eat both slices like a G. I was like, oh, this watermelon heals my wounds.
Uh-huh.
doesn't heal me at all. Or am I just munching loudly on this watermelon for no reason?
They heal you 5 each.
Oh, damn, dude. Watermelons are the shit.
Because it hydrates you, too. You haven't had much water.
That is great. Well, that puts me back up to 27. And boy, I'm feeling ducky. But not ducky enough.
Okay.
I go, thanks, bro.
He looks at you genuinely and says, it may be better if you just go down there right now. Because Guppy's down there. And she's easy prey for someone like you. So, if you wouldn't mind doing that now, I'm going to go admire the bell. Intelligence check.
Thank you. 4.
You don't suspect it.
Okay!
Yeah.
And I climb down the ladder.
You see this as just a prime opportunity, and you trust his intelligence to think that he actually has deduced that you are the best killer for this target.
I climb down the ladder. And what do I see?
You see nothing, but you hear crying.
Guppy?
She cries louder, and you're not sure she recognizes who is calling to her.
It's George. I'm buddies with Jamie.
She suddenly appears and stands up and looks back at you. Her hair's tied back in a ponytail, and she's definitely crying, like distressed, like something awful just happened kind of cry.
So, why are you crying?
Are you making your way towards her?
Yeah.
Okay.
As I'm talking.
As you make your way towards her, you see a body at her feet. And if you believe Jamie that he killed a male, this arguably is the guy.
Oh.
And the reason it hasn't been cleared off is because she's right next to it.
Okay.
And bodies are only taken once they're done with.
Right.
As you approach, she stutters. He was about to take advantage of me.
Oh. This is for me. Okay. I'm going to comfort her.
Okay. How so?
Super out of character.
How so?
Physical contact.
There.
Yeah, as well as a stupid person can. There.
She flinches as you make contact.
Yeah.
And her hands twitch as if she's about to grab your arm or try to, but she doesn't. And she looks back down at the body and looks back at you. Cunning check, please.
12.
You notice that her eyes dart past you for just a second and then back to you.
I look behind me.
Hold on. What was your cunning check? I'm sorry.
12.
12, okay. You see no one. Whatever you were suspecting right now, carry that into your character.
Yeah. What were you looking at?
I was wondering where Jamie went. I know that he went up to find you, but I thought he'd come back down with you.
No, he stayed up there. He's
Why?
checking out the Liberty Bell. I don't know why. He seemed like miffed.
Miffed?
Yeah.
This wasn't my fault.
I'm just like making faces now.
She's like, are you making fun of me?
No.
I need you to give a D20 check.
My character's so fucking stupid. I hate it. 7. I accept the sword that is about to go into me.
Dex check. What? How much dex do you have?
1.
Okay.
15 plus 1 is 16.
Okay. I'm showing him double sixes that I rolled just a second ago.
Oh.
She's freaking out at you suddenly, and you're just like, "What the? What's up with this bitch?" You like step away from her
Yeah.
as a sword goes through her as you are
Oh.
stepping aside.
I go. Wait, so the dramatic pause is me staring at the sword, like, really bewilderedly.
Kind of like dumb.
Who is the owner of this sword?
Jamie pulls the sword back out of her. She falls to the ground, bleeding to death. And Jamie calmly looks over at you and says, "You weren't doing it. I figured I may as well just man up and do it myself."
Hey, dude, so I found, like, this really, really, like, cool, I forgot what they're called, but it's like a package was sent to me.
Oh, a parachute.
Yeah.
You're having this conversation over a bleeding girl, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, it
He
doesn't faze
says, someone sent you a parachute.
Yeah.
What was inside?
I haven't checked it yet.
You haven't opened a sponsor gift?
It felt like it was a trap.
She's gurgling beneath you, and he's like, "Shh. Why don't you just open it?"
I felt like it was a trap, man.
A sponsor is not allowed to send you anything dangerous or lethal in the parachute that can immediately harm you.
Well, you told me to never trust the Capitol.
And you learn very well.
So I was hoping that you could open it for me. Because you have the most brain power.
Brains.
That is probably true, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have it?
Yeah, I take it out of my inventory and I, like, throw it on the ground.
Let's just throw it.
It lands in the pool of blood coming out of Guppy. And he looks down at it.
I hit him.
Okay.
The smartest thing my character will ever do. Damn.
Was it a 1?
No, I got a 6 plus 4. It's 10. Surprise bonus?
It hits.
Oh, goody.
Yes.
Oh my god, thank god. I'm so sad that I'm above my adrenaline rush threshold now, but whatever. 5 plus 6 for 11 damage.
Okay. You do not get a surprise bonus.
Okay, yeah.
You...
This was, by the way, this, to defend my smartness all of a sudden, this is the equivalent of, like, when you're at a bar and, like, a bar fight's about to happen and someone's coming at you, you just, like, throw them your keys and they, like, instinctively catch it, and then you get the first punch on them.
Yeah.
That's literally, like, my whole thought process.
That's fair.
Okay.
So he is hit over both bodies, catches himself, and then darts around a corner into one of the cubicles. And he bends down so that he's, like, below the wall.
Right. I leave. After collecting my little package.
I was going to walk him after this.
Okay.
You collect your parachute. You are going to have to walk essentially past the point where he chose to hide in order to leave the building via the way that you came.
I was gonna go up on the roof.
Oh, you want to go back towards the ladder? Okay. D20.
10.
You make it there. No problems. You don't even hear him. You look behind you. He ain't following you. You go up the ladder.
Yep.
You go up the ladder. You hear nothing behind you or beneath you. You reach the top. What do you do?
Facing the ladder opening in which I just came from, I'm
Peering. You're peeing.
yeah. I'm a good distance away from it, like in like a corner. How far is the corner from the opening? The opening's in the middle, I imagine, right? In the middle of the platform.
Wait. What was your question? I'm sorry.
How far away is the corner, like the corner half wall things, away from the opening where the ladder spits out?
I
imagine
the opening's in the middle. Yes.
I imagine the opening was in the middle. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So I pick a corner.
Okay.
Like, do you want a D4?
Yes.
4.
Okay, so the tube comes up, and you are going to situate yourself in the one that would be the closest to behind. Like if he were to follow you, you'd be situated in the corner that would be facing his back.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's great. I open up the package and deliberately take my time going through it.
Okay.
Because I'm waiting for him to come up. Okay. If he decides to come up.
How do I describe this? You find a small little bottle with a single purple pill inside. Give me an intelligence check that's mixed with like a lore check.
Well, lore I should have down because I'm like training for it, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. 3.
You recognize it as something medical that you yourself have never had to take.
I've never had to take it. Interesting. Is there anything else in the sponsor package?
No.
Motherfucker. Are there instructions?
No.
Does it say who the sponsor was from?
No.
Yeah, obviously don't know who they're sending it to then.
That was a hint and I'm deliberately ignoring it.
Oh.
Maybe.
She's saying the sponsor didn't help you out by not giving you instructions. Thanks, I think.
Don't know what this is.
Who are you?
Yeah.
If they knew you, they should know your intelligence is not the best. Not the strong suit here.
Okay. Well, I'm really intrigued. I put that on my belt.
Okay.
Am I able to... wait. So the little vial or whatever that the pill came in, the bottle, is it like easily accessible? Like quickly, like I can just go and then take the pill? Alright. Can I conceal it within my red velvet cape as it is on my belt?
Give me a intelligence check.
20.
Yes.
Sweet.
Right by your mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. Red velvet cape with medical mystery purple pill. I hope you're enjoying this.
Yes.
How much time has passed
Since when?
since I got to the top of the ladder?
Oh, less than a minute.
Okay.
Well, actually, with you situating that in your maybe a minute and a half.
Okay. And like,
Nothing.
still no signs, no noise, no head popping up.
Nope.
Now, the mind game here is: do I go back down thinking he vacated the area, or do I go down the other ladder that I believe he knows exists through his time up with the Liberty Bell when I was talking with Guppy? This is Jeffrey speaking, not the internal thoughts of George Washington.
True.
But that's the real mind game. It's like a crapshoot. Which ladder do I go down with to fight against the most difficult foe on the battlefield? Or did he run? Because I ran, knowing that I shouldn't chase a stealthy blade fool. Because he'd probably be all like, and like kill me. So, F him. If I can't attack him in the open, like I should have on the staircase, then I will have to attack him at the end of the game, I think. When it is more open. Because I imagine myself coming across him at some point when the arena is more open. Meaning fewer tributes, fewer mind games, and if it's just me and him at the end, I get to stand out in the middle of the open, out of range from ranged attacks. Probably out by like the pool or something. I don't know. I'm thinking things, and I don't like the fact that he is sneaky, mind gamey, bladey, with a longer blade than me. I really would like to find a two-handed axe, though. It's like a random thought. Like, I was training with axes the whole time. I've been using a freaking club. How late in the day is it now?
It's like noon.
This is going to be a memory check. Did I see Jamie grab all of the food?
You do not. You do not. You did not see him take food out of the fridge. You just saw him pull out watermelon for you.
I remember seeing sandwiches in the fridge. Like those like ready-made ones or something like that.
I believe so. I'm actually having a hard time remembering what I said a week ago, but I remember their watermelon and grapes.
Because I'm thinking about just taking a 50-50, going down a ladder, and leaving the building, going back, and locking that door. And chilling out for a little while. I have to pee, though.
Yeah, go for it.
So let me think on that.
Welcome to ASMR with Tommy Gunton Bell. Here you'll find a father sitting at his dinner table, wondering where his friend Jeff has gone. Gone.
The sound thing. I forget what it's called.
This dad would like to admit to you that he is a fan of the Try Guys. He had the pleasure of meeting them one day. But they probably don't remember him.
Thank you for flying.
Thank you for flying Star Tours. Bye-bye.
Choosing Star Tours. Did we bring some to bed? We bring some.
You trained to play my house with Jeff. We never
And Cody and
Yeah, and the lamp
Alright.
and everything.
I'm back, ladies and gentlemen.
Which ladder do you descend?
The same one.
Shoots and ladders.
Okay.
Because I think he left after he noticed me leave.
You descend, and the first thing you're aware of is that both bodies are gone. Intelligence check, please.
19.
That means he did leave the area.
Good. Good for him. Did he take my key card? Because I still have it in my inventory.
No, you haven't.
Alright. I'm going to leave the building. The way that I came. So, like, the same
So you descend the
side
stairs.
of the
So you leave those
cubicles.
cubicles.
Yeah.
You go towards the staircase. You head downstairs. Now you're at the main double doors that led into this building in the beginning.
Yup.
There is that staircase leading downward.
There is.
But you want to leave?
Yep.
Okay. You open the doors.
Yes.
The doors are now.
You are hit in the chest.
What a bitch.
With 4 damage.
I'm hit with 4 sharp damage.
Blunt, actually.
Blunt.
Yeah.
Great. Well, that irritates me.
So you back up back into the library
Yeah.
as Jamie follows you back in. He has copper colored brass knuckles on his left hand and the long sword in his right that he spins behind his back as he's moving towards you.
Well, I attack him.
Prove it.
I guess I didn't want to fight him out in the open like this. That's a good thing. Ish. 17 plus 4 is 21.
Hit.
A 1 plus 6 is 7 damage.
Ultimo. Alright. He's bleeding freely now and is looking PO'd.
Because I don't know if he healed that 11 damage or not, but I hope he didn't.
He swings downward strike.
Do you need to know my defense?
No. He deals you 14.
14 with his sword?
Yes.
Damn. That puts me down to 9. And I am super adrenaline rush right now. I attack. But first. No, I attack first. Yes.
But first, ASMR with blood dripping
Yes.
off my arms.
That was a 10 plus 4 for 14.
Hits.
Goody. 3 plus 10 is 13. And then once that damage goes through, I eat the purple pill. As a minor action because it is on my belt.
He is still up, but he's down on.
I'm just like eating.
He was down on one knee, and he like lifted his sword up as like a blocking ish kind of move.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like balancing, and he like got back up, and he's very hurt. And he looks at you pop a pill. He sees the color, and he's like, "They gave you Morphling? For God's sake!" And he tries to stab you through the chest.
I try to not get stabbed in the chest.
What's your defense?
11.
He misses you.
Aww.
So he missed me and told me what I just took.
Yes.
Joyous day.
He misses you.
So
By the way, he missed because he did a called shot.
well, I attack him as a morphling. I don't know what that means. My character's like
Morphling.
I don't know.
Morphling in the Hunger Games lore, you would recognize it as soon as he said it.
Oh.
Morphling is a pain pill that is incredibly addictive. So it wipes out any feeling of pain, and it's like a high. And it makes you immune to pain. It has like a deliriousness, like woo kind of feeling, but at the sacrifice of if you are cut off from it, it can make you like berserk, like craving it like crazy.
Oh boy. The perfect thing to give to a bloodthirsty 6th rank man wielding a maul. I attack him.
Okay.
Is he in like a prone position after missing and coming at me with like a
He's right
desperation
next to you.
kind of thing?
He's right next to you as he's stabbed like past you.
Okay. I'm not going to do a called shot. Because he's already effed up enough as it is. And I swing my maul with a 4 + 4 for 8.
That misses.
I don't think that hits.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm immune to pain. Did he crit?
No. Crit failed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He does not drop his sword. So
Wow.
now both of you are just squaring off to each other like Luke facing Kylo.
Luke versus Kylo? I don't even understand. What universe is this?
Star Wars. And Hunger Games.
Okay. Don't be pulling the Kingdom Hearts on me now. I attack him because I'm just amazed at this point. Do I feel like this high after like a whole turn?
You're
like,
definitely
woo!
feeling great, and suddenly the aches on your chest and cheek don't bother you anymore.
Great. I attack him. 3 + 4 for 7.
It fails again. He laughs.
This is the funniest square off between two like important characters.
He hits you.
I don't feel it. It was my intelligence. Am I even aware that he hits me?
He deals you 6 damage, which you do not feel. Hold on. How am I going to do this? So, I want you to put that 6 in a separate pool for right now. It doesn't touch your HP currently.
Okay, it's at 9, and then I'm putting parentheses -6.
Cool. He cuts you across the face, like from
Ow!
below the eye to across below the nose.
Ow.
Yeah, but it goes across as if
My
someone,
allergies.
like someone whipped a piece of grass across your face, and you're just like, whatever. What's that flavor?
Oh, iron. I didn't know grass tastes like iron.
Your move.
This tastes green.
Tastes like Emerald's blood.
I attack him and hopefully roll better than a 3 or 4. A 3. + 4 is 9. Or no, +4 is 7. I can do math. 3 + 4 for 7.
You miss again, and he's like, okay, so I'm going to kill you right now because I'm going to cut off your head because I already sort of did it just there. So hang tight, don't move for me.
I move.
He misses.
This is the weirdest battle I think I've ever had in any of my campaigns ever.
Yeah,
Well, not my campaign, quote unquote, but in a campaign using my rule set.
correct. Affirmative. Your move?
Did he roll like a 2?
A 4.
I attack for 7 + 4 for 11.
You manage to scratch him with a maul.
Does it do like 1 damage or am I rolling?
Oh, roll.
Okay. I scratch him for 18 damage. Most damage I've ever done in this game.
You hit him so hard in the stomach that it causes his spine to break out the back of him, and you see organs come out the other side just a little bit.
That's terrifying.
Yes. He dies with his tongue out of his mouth, like aghast, like trying to gasp for air, unable to because his diaphragm's out of place for some reason. and he falls back, sword clatters to the ground, and he looks up at you with a look of, how could you beat me? As the cannon goes off.
It's like, I wasn't supposed to lose. Let me see the script. I smash his face with my feet until it is completely unrecognizable.
Strength check.
Because I'm high on morphling.
Yeah.
And I'm smashing things with 20.
Strength check.
It's 14 plus 6 is 20.
Strength check.
Again? 15 plus 6 is 21.
Strength check.
16 plus 6 is 22.
You get down to the ground.
Yeah. I was going to say, that was a 20, 21, and 22.
Very fitting rolls, actually, for
Yeah.
somebody on Morphling.
Great.
You are aware that he has a satchel filled with food, based on the last time you saw it. A long sword, brass knuckles.
Am I thinking clearly enough to loot right now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, I go full Hunger Games, and I eat a lot. I eat, like, everything he has, including him.
Okay, that's easy. Including him!
I eat all the food, and then when the food's gone, I start eating him.
Okay, roll me a d12.
A 5.
Roll me a d6.
A 5.
Another, actually a 8. D8.
D8. A 1. 5, 5, 1.
You heal for 13 across all the food that he had in his bag.
13 total.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, so my current HP pool, which was not touched by the 6, is now up to 22, and I have a -6 in parentheses.
Cool.
And
Are you gonna go cannibal on him?
I kind of want to eat him.
It sort of makes sense now that you're high on a drug.
Yeah.
What part of him do you eat, Jeff?
The butt.
You turn Jamie over on his stomach, undress his pants,
Absolutely.
and take a huge bite of what?
His, like, butt cheek. The glutes.
Give me a willpower check.
What?
Give me a willpower check, please.
No, I'm not thinking what you think I'm thinking. I'm thinking, is that actually possible for human teeth to penetrate? Because that is the thickest muscle of the body.
That's why I'm rolling a willpower check, to see how determined he is for this.
I'm high on morphine, baby. I can't feel. I just feel
You're gonna
hunger.
lose teeth probably because
I got wooden teeth. I don't give a crap.
Come on.
14.
You penetrate and get blood, but something in you forces you to stop.
the thought
So now I got blood like all over my wooden teeth, and I'm like,
you
Okay.
stained them.
yeah, I have blood-stained wooden teeth now.
I didn't think that the wooden teeth was actually a real thing. I thought that was just a joke for the camera.
I got wooden teeth. What are you talking about? I'm George Washington. Okay, and now,
The moment you're all been waiting for.
what you all waiting for? I replaced my shitty longsword with his better longsword.
It is a 1d6 plus 2.
Okay, great. I'm gonna put Jamie's longsword.
Fair.
1d6 plus 2.
Bitch damage.
I was gonna say a little bitch damage. Okay. Well, he almost killed me. That sucked. But I'm over it now, and I'm high on drugs.
Roll me a d6, please.
4.
You heal for 4 more.
Okay. Super duper.
Actually, you know what? Take 6 away now. I meant the net worth. I'm sorry. So 4 minus the 6. So you take away 2. Okay. You added the 4. Now take away 6, please, because that 6
Okay,
damage now hits you.
That's exactly what I just did.
Okay, cool.
So I'm at 20 of 32.
Okay. So now you don't have to worry about the 6.
So when I was dealt the 6 damage, is that because the numbness or whatever has worn
Yes.
off. Well, that's short term.
From that one hit, you're
Right.
still feeling the high.
Okay. Cool. Well, that pill was pretty handy. Ish. They added flavor to that fight for sure.
You hear a lot of motion outside, and the ground starts to rumble underneath your feet as if an earthquake is starting.
I get out of the building immediately. I have that much sense, don't
You
I?
look down at the horribly mangled body of your old companion that you always knew you were going to betray, and you run outside. If you were to look back at any moment, you would see his horribly mangled body sliding away into a panel underneath the library.
Great.
You run outside, and the water of the pond is churning like crazy as if it's boiling because of how violent the earthquake seems to be centered around it. As you are watching, you see two more tributes across the pond in the other building, like watching from afar what's going on.
The other building being...
The right way.
I was going to say the right one.
So you went left.
Yeah.
They are on the right side.
Okay.
They're on the correct side. So, as you're watching, and I'm going to take control here a little bit, you can't really move that safely, so you would just be like,
Yeah.
okay.
Sure.
You're watching
But
as
I am outside.
You're outside. The pool drains away, so the water vanishes, and underneath there is like your brain sees it as like a pencil tip ascending outside of the pool. So this giant pencil just suddenly appears
But man, I'm really high.
and shoots up into the air. And from what you could catch, it's massive.
Okay.
Massive. Then you look into the corner of your eye because you see a shimmering by the Washington Monument, and you're just like, And the Washington Monument is splitting open just a little bit.
Okay.
And another pencil shoots out of the Washington Monument.
So now a Washington Monument has replaced the Washington Monument, and another Washington Monument has came out of the pool that leads up to the Washington Monument.
Yes.
But these Washington Monuments that have replaced the Washington Monument and the water within the pool leading up to the Washington Monument are bigger versions of the Washington Monument
Yes.
that look like pencils to me.
Yes.
They're connected to the ground, or are they like flying like rocket
They're
ships?
flying like rocket ships.
What? I was not expecting you to say
As
that.
the pencils escape into the air, and you're just
the
like,
rockets.
they're like, oh no. You look over towards the Washington Monument because you're seeing the four sides of it, of the obelisk, falling to the ground. So in four complete compass directions, they're collapsing to the ground as if the Washington Monument was made of cardboard instead of what it actually is.
And I remember a voice telling me not to trust the Capitol.
And that voice is now crushed under your boot.
Yeah.
Inside of where the Washington Monument was is the curiously
Well, it's a rocket, right?
absent. No, that left. That went into the air.
Okay.
But as the Washington Monument collapses, where it was standing is what you realized before but didn't call attention to, cornucopia
Oh.
that never popped up. It's inside there, and now you can see what's in there. And from what you can see, it's mostly empty.
Oh.
As the rockets...
Okay. Quick intelligence, or I'm guessing intelligence, or maybe cunning. Can I tell that it's mostly empty because someone's been there and rifled through it already, or does it just look more bare than usual?
It would be impossible for anybody to get inside of the Washington Monument to loot it.
Okay.
So, because you walked around the all
Yeah.
four edges and there was no door inside.
Okay.
So,
Well, not to my knowledge.
from what you could tell.
Yeah.
So you're imagining it's because this is the first time it's presenting itself, and for some reason there's just not much inside.
Okay.
As the rockets shoot up into the air, the rumbling in the ground completely stops. Cunning check.
14. It was 20. Damn,
You see
14.
that the two tributes across the pond are sprinting for the cornucopia.
Oh, I was gonna say I was gonna do that
Dex check.
once the cutscene stopped.
Yes, it is action now.
19 plus my 1 dex for 20.
You are much faster than them.
Because I'm a morphling.
And,
Oh my God.
and they were actually a further distance away from it than you. You are sprinting towards the cornucopia. You do get there first, and they are about between 10 to 20 meters away from you still. They start to slow as they see you arrive with this bloody visage that you have with apparently wooden teeth randomly, and you have bloody boots and etc. etc.
Blood dripping from your mouth because you just bit into a bite.
Yeah. I'm a butt biter.
You actually still have his butt cheek in your mouth for some reason.
Slightly.
That's separated, but anyway.
Butt blood.
Butt blood. It's a cool song name.
Oh my god.
Butt blood. Oh yeah, by the way, as soon as I see that they like start like slowing because they notice me, I like, this is important.
Yeah.
This is, don't walk behind me because I'm gonna make a face.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to grab something from my bag.
And I wish the listeners can look at this face.
Describe your face.
But I have a pretty good idea that they will know what face I'm making based on what I'm about to say and all the blood and the wood and stuff. But I like look at them like super abruptly like a crazy person who's on morphling, and I go I'm like psychotically screaming at them.
You see them completely stop. One of them, the bigger one, they're both girls by the way. The bigger one
I like my girls big.
tries to work with something on her back
Oh, she has a bow.
that you can't quite tell what it is.
That's cheating. I throw my knife at her. I'm like, don't reach for that! I'm like screaming. Like,
Go on.
$11 plus 4 for 15.
Hit.
Super. 3 plus 6 is 9.
It lands in her thigh.
And I immediately charge her.
With the implantation of a knife into her left thigh, her female companion, who is younger and smaller, screams in distress. And the older one looks down at it, doesn't seem to register the pain yet, finishes putting together the bow, aims for you, and lets one fly.
She is so dead.
She misses.
I cannot describe to you how funny it is that she missed and how dead she is. Once I get in range, I destroy her. I really wish I had enough like dexterity and attack bonuses to make like a call shot to like slam my maul through the dagger to make it go out the other side of her leg or something crazy like that, because that would be hilarious. But I'm just gonna attack her regularly. Sorry, I was playing footsie with you. Regular attack. You know what? I scream regular attack while I attack her.
Your minor reaction was the charging.
Oh, sure. Okay. 12 plus 4 is 16.
It hits.
Another 1. 7 damage. So she's now taking 16 damage after I screamed at her.
She is pushed to the ground, and the arrows the quiver hits the ground. Arrows fall out of the quiver. The bow is still in her hand, but she's pretty much like splayed like a starfish, so she can't do much. Her companion, though, pulls out a knife of her own and tries to stab you in the back.
Oh. How'd she get behind me?
Unfortunately,
She's fast.
you are in such a high
Okay.
that even though she barely hit you, it didn't register.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so another parenthesis damage.
No, it didn't even like it. You were off the Morphling, it would have nicked you for minimal damage. I'm saying it was so minimal that it wouldn't even pick up.
Okay. I turn around and like scare her, like. That's my minor action.
Okay.
And then I slam my maul into her face for a called shot.
Okay.
16 plus 4 for 20.
Go ahead.
You're like, you're a psychopath. 8 plus 6 is 14.
Plus a called shot, which is additional 5. You kill her in one go.
I turn around slowly and just stare at the girl on the ground.
I really want her to beat you, but she can't. She manages to stand up without grabbing another arrow.
I look at her and I go,
What's your major action? By the way, listener, that was Jeff gesturing to all of him.
yeah. Like, I wanted her
You just gestured to all of me. All of me.
I really wanted her to try and attack me.
I know.
I attack her. And I roll a total of 8. Really underwhelming attack after I stared her down. Yeah, 4 plus 4.
Jordan uses flail.
Okay. You hit her.
Super. 7 more damage.
She is dead.
Great. I look back at the cornucopia immediately, and if there's anyone running there, I charge them immediately.
As you turn towards the cornucopia, you are turning clockwise, which means that as you're turning, you see the building you started the games in, and you see the Liberty Bell building.
Which is weird because I can perfectly imagine this.
As you are turning, you see both pencils descend into both of those buildings and destroy them completely.
The Liberty Bell and the starting building
Are completely gone in fire and rubble and death.
I don't know why, but that really excites me. And I'm like, and I go towards the cornucopia.
Cool. You notice...
I don't even bother looting the girls.
You notice that there is no cannon that fires once those drop. Which means, and you are realizing that your high is dropping because you're able to deduce this, there was nobody inside those buildings anymore that was alive. Mm-hmm. And then upon realizing that your high is dropping, you're like, damn.
Yeah. I need some more of that good stuff.
You reach the cornucopia.
By the way, side note, it's really funny that Jamie reacted to me popping a purple pill like, they gave you Morphling? Oh yeah, give the giant psychopath freaking Morphling. Yeah, that was a really funny moment. And it was underwhelming because I didn't realize it at the time until I realized what Morphling did.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really funny. So what I see in the cornucopia, is there any one or any discernible traps?
The cornucopia is never trapped.
Take everything. I grab the entire cornucopia and I put it on my back. I've got a house.
You can't do that.
Okay.
But I'm eating Skittles.
That's okay.
It's very important.
Okay, well, I skim through the items within the cornucopia quickly and see if there is an axe.
There is one.
How big is it?
It's a two-handed battle axe.
Oh my god.
It is a...
I can only be so erect.
It is... I want you to imagine it's like a half moon shape on one side, and as the blade goes into the stalk...
It's a
like,
point.
It's a point on the other side.
Oh my god.
Yes.
It's so hot.
So it's a puncture weapon on one end.
Yeah.
It's a regular axe blade on the other.
Upon seeing it,
it's beautiful capital quality too, not crude.
Upon seeing it, I look at my maul and I go, and I throw it on the ground.
It breaks.
And I pick up my new lovely battle axe.
It fits comfortably in your hands. You even wonder if it's the same one that you were training with in the training center.
Great.
You look around.
It's got my flavor on it already.
You look around the rest of the cornucopia, and you notice that the flavor of this cornucopia is like homey. It's like it was meant to be found in comfort. Like there's even a chair further inside the cornucopia. There's a table with like a bag or two on it. But like I said, it's not very filled up. Mm-hmm. There's the axe. There's a trident. There is a bag or two. There's a sleeping roll. And that's it.
Wow.
Oh, and a bow and arrow. Yeah.
Okay.
Intelligence check, please.
19.
You
am crushing it on the intelligence rolls.
I know.
Holy
the more
crap.
you kill and the more you learn from Jamie, the more
the
you
smarter
can actually,
I become.
the more scary you are. One, with that 19, you realize and quickly do the math that there are only you and 2 others left.
Okay.
Yay.
I
also,
immediately, before I check the bags, pick up the battle axe and destroy the bow.
You destroy the bow. I will let that happen without roll. You deduce that the axe was meant for you. The bow was meant for the girl out there. The bags, arguably, maybe one of them meant for the younger girl. The trident's for someone, which means that they hand-picked the items in here to fit the remaining tributes.
Interesting.
Now it's moot because you're wondering if the trident was meant for Jamie.
Yeah. Interesting. Probably because you have an obsession with tridents, and the Jamie character is befitting of you. So.
And I've already had a miniature scythe in this game.
Yes. I probably can't destroy the trident because it's probably metal.
I don't know, maybe.
I examine it. Can I tell that if it's made of metal?
Yeah, it's made of metal.
Fuck it. Okay, I take it and I throw it in the bushes somewhere.
There's no bushes nearby. It has a spell attached to it that binds it to you forever.
Shut up. I knock it over on the ground and it makes a loud clatter. And I go, huh.
Yeah.
And then I examine the bags.
The bags, one is filled with a couple of bottles of something. The other is filled with food. And water.
What kind of food?
Food, it's more of the same sandwiches that would have been found in the kitchen.
All right. I eat a sandwich and I drink a bottle of water.
You give me a D12, please.
12.
You heal for 12 across both of those items.
I'm back at full, baby. And then I take the 2 medical mystery colored vials. 2 medical mystery colored vials. Oh, baby. And then save. I unroll the bedroll. And I cover the trident with it.
Very well.
I'm proud of myself for that idea. And then I walk over to the girl I killed. The second one that I killed.
Okay.
And I destroy that bow.
Okay. The girl is gone, the bow remains. You can break the second bow.
Great.
As you leave the trident behind, you are cursed with the memory of it and its beauty, and it's haunting you for the rest of your days. Which may be very short.
I so don't care. How much damage does my battle axe do?
Let me look it up real quick. Hold on.
4d20.
100 flat damage. Weird.
Crazy.
It's... What's your strength?
6.
Okay. So...
I was like, don't give me something I can't equip.
Yeah, no, it's not.
We're all level 1. Come on, man.
It's a 1d12.
Oh my god.
It's a broad axe status, so 1d8
Yeah.
single, 1d12 two-handed.
Oh man.
But I'm
okay.
gonna forbid you to one-hand it.
You're forbidding me to one hand because I'm
Yes.
crazy? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm totally okay with that. You're literally taking a hand and half axe and saying, no, 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 no. Two-handed only. And I'm okay with that. I love how I have yet to even see a shield.
Yeah.
And I'm just all like, don't care. Even if there was a shield.
Because you get +2 defense right now with a two-handed.
Yeah. Two-handed style. It's OP. The only way that like shields are good really is if you get something more quality than like a round shield, like a higher quality shield, and get blocking, like or. Yeah. You can get like Cod Shield or something and get like +3 or 4 defense, which is really good. But then it's the blocking ability that makes it really worth it. I'm really glad I didn't go with like a more tanky warrior route, and I just went flat Berserker Rage status.
Yeah.
Really glad I did that.
Should have been a dwarf.
What's a dwarf?
The only building remaining that you are aware of
Is the one that the two sprinted from.
Yes.
I look at that building and I scream at the top of my lungs like people in all the districts around the world can hear this scream.
Your throat hurts.
Great. I don't feel it.
You feel it now.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I go. I take another bottle of water with me.
Yeah.
I just walk toward that building.
Okay. You take a leisurely walk as it falls into the afternoon light, and you come across a large gate that is open, tall fence that has spikes on it that's keeping this building strangely protected. You enter through the gate up a path that takes you towards this last building. It's very large. It's easily the largest one in this arena. Very rectangular, very white, and as you make your way towards it, you come across some debris that's across the ground that is red, white, and blue.
Interesting debris.
And you walk up the doorstep towards this white house's doors, and there's a red cap that is blown across your feet and even catches across your toes as you're taking a step.
Don't say it.
What?
The red cap. A red cap, like a hat?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You pick it up, and there's some letters fading from it, but you can just make out the words, "Great again."
That's what I was talking about. I was like, don't do it. Don't MAGA this shit up, man.
What? I didn't say anything. I just said "great again."
No.
It's not even a thing. I didn't mean it.
You know what?
What?
I wear it. Because I recognize the word great, and I'm like, oh yeah. Put that shit right on my head. I am...
Normally a hat would get you in +1 to defense. Because it's this hat, it won't get you a bonus.
It's a ball cap. It gives me +1 bonus against the sun.
10% fire damage resistance.
I am a giant man with wooden bloodied teeth wearing judge robes and a MAGA hat, wielding a two-handed axe. That's terrifying. How psychotic do I look in your mind?
You look very un-American. You look...
That's appropriate.
Strangely... you look weird in my head.
Yeah.
Like, there's no real rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
To me, a District 1 person would go in there, like, shirtless and ripped and sweaty and, like, ready to deal out blood. But the black robes are really giving me trouble.
And the fact that I've been so...
I will say that they're tattered a bit because of the fights you've been in. Yeah.
That makes it even better.
Do you enter the White House?
Yeah.
You enter the White House. I'm going to fast forward this a bit.
I don't enter the White House. I kick its door down if I can.
It breaks.
Great.
It's made of flimsy, cheap would because you're on a set. And
That's very, very true.
and you enter, and I'm going to save you some time. There are dozens of rooms that you could explore in here. You find nothing in any of them until you ascend the stairs going up to an additional level, until you come to very ostentatious doors with some sort of seal on it from a country long, long ago. There's probably a prophecy on there too, I don't know. And you knock on the door.
Oh, do I?
I don't know. What do you do with the double doors?
Kick it down.
You kick it down. You realize that it's a pull only. What?
They become push doors.
In the front chuck.
20. Everything about this campaign is hilarious.
You kick down the doors leading into the Oval Office.
And I say, pull on this. I don't know why that just came to mind. It sounds like something my character would say.
I'll have what she's having.
I've heard worse.
You enter the Oval Office. And behind the desk that is in a semblance of some sort of presidential desk that you've seen maybe in textbooks long, long ago.
What are those?
There is the 12-year-old boy from District 2.
Oh.
And he has his feet kicked up on the desk, one ankle over the other, looking very comfortable, actually. And he says to you, "Can you believe that I'm in the final 3? Do you remember my score? I was abysmal. You know? Hello?"
There's just a gigantic smile creeping over my face.
So you're like the Spectre from my Templar characters camp. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I am just straight up psychotic right now.
He sees you grow into a smile and he's like, you know, the funniest thing though is that no one came here. I've literally been sitting either in this room or somewhere nearby the entire game and no one has come here. We've had like the entire White House to loot. Intelligence check, please.
1.
You do not catch the fact that he said we. I will say you're halfway across the office with axe drawn.
I'm just like slowly approaching him as he's talking.
Like an evil Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And he hasn't moved. And he says, the hardest part though is that once we kill you, I'm going to have to fight her. And I hope she wins. And as you make it to the president's desk, you feel something hit your back that tears off your cloak because you look stupid with it on.
Fine.
Deals you 3 damage. And it actually does destroy your robe.
Like on fire or something?
Yes. No, it's not fire. It's like a spring razor.
Oh. Now I don't have armor, which is somehow fitting for me. I don't know why. I was all like, I don't need it.
So it's essentially 5 damage.
Oh, right.
But you felt 3.
Yeah. Because I got to drop it down to... Yeah. So I'm 27 of 30 now.
Yes. As you are hit, you also feel a subtle impact on the ground behind you as if somebody landed behind you.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm really tempted to just kill the boy and not even look behind me. That's how, like, psychotic and, like, my 1 intelligence roll. That's how I'm playing off right now. Oh my good God. I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm going straight for the boy. Like I'm even gonna like hop up on the desk and be like,
Dex check to get up on the desk.
sure, jerk. 16 plus 1 for 17.
And attack roll.
Okay. A 2 plus 4 is 6.
You miss because he also back rolls back off the chair, and now he's against the wall behind the desk.
And now I'm standing on the desk.
Yes.
Cool.
She leaps up onto the desk with you, cutting your shin as she goes by, or calf as she goes by. Dealing 6 damage.
Ow. That registers.
Yes.
I look at her, and I attack her.
Okay.
12 plus 4 is 16.
It is.
1 plus 6 is 7 damage.
Okay. I'm like, no. Come on.
I've rolled so many 1s on damage rolls tonight. It's weird.
He, the boy, Nail, hops up on the desk on your other side
Okay.
and deals you 1 punch into the side.
He's a monk. Ooh.
He deals you 3 damage. Yeah.
Decent. I attack the girl again.
Okay.
No. I'm going full berserker, and I'm whirlwinding this axe around me.
You will be receiving a minus.
Great.
Okay.
I can't wait for this minus. It's just like a complete sideways, like across the gut attack all around me. 20.
Wow. That's a dual crit.
Damage?
Actually, do me a favor. Roll the d20 one more time.
Sure. 17 plus 4 is 21.
Okay. What's your crit damage?
I haven't even figured it out.
I know.
I wasn't even expecting to crit.
Yeah.
It's the first crit I've ever had in this game. All right. So, okay. So max is... I really wish I had Adrenaline Rush going. Oh my god, that'd be amazing. Okay, so that's 12 plus 6 is 18 plus 1 dex is 19.
You hit them both.
For 19?
Yes.
Jesus.
Both of them fall off the desk.
Of course.
She, you notice, has one of your bags.
So I take off a defense.
You take off... Did you apply another defense for the bag that had the bottles in it?
No.
Then don't take off a defense.
Okay.
Because you said you brought that with you, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I took the mystery vials and the bottled water with me.
Yes. So then she has it in, like, against her chest.
Mm.
He falls just like on his back.
Like, oh my god.
Yes. She is able to open it. Her eyes go wide. She grabs it and drinks one of the bottles, immediately knowing what it is. He
That's a turn well spent.
stands up. And... Okay, no. She's still on the ground, but she drank it, and she's like... He stands up, and he suddenly wishes he didn't have such a dramatic speech that he gave. Your turn.
I have the high ground.
You do.
And I attack the boy. 18 plus 4 is 22.
You leap off the desk and cleave him down the middle. And he falls apart into 2 piles.
I turn around and look at her. Just
She-
completely crazy faced.
She is now back on her feet,
Super.
and she crit throws at you.
Oh.
So that would be 13 damage.
I'm probably gonna die, and that's okay. I charge her.
Okay.
And I'm doing a call shot to decapitate.
Ooh. Okay.
I have Adrenaline Rush active, because I only have 5 HP left. 12 plus 4 is 16.
That hits.
Great.
Oh, wait. Decapitation.
Well, I mean...
It does not auto-kill her.
Yeah, I was going to say it wasn't good enough to kill her.
You will embed it into her chest, for sure.
Great. And hopefully I don't roll yet another one. Did you see I rolled a 1 on the last one?
No, I didn't.
Split the guy in 2?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I rolled a 1 on damage.
Oh, on damage. Okay.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
I was going to say, I'm like, I validated the kit. Yeah.
I know, yeah. Okay, 8 plus 10 is 18. Well, she took 19 earlier, so I know she's probably okay.
Yeah. She is hit, and she looks down at the blade, like, still, like, she looks down at it as it hits her, and then it comes back out, and she's like, I didn't feel a thing.
Oh.
She misses you. 3.
Does she get put into a vulnerable state when she misses me? Is it like that dramatic? Or is it just like she's like still like wary, like on her feet?
Still wary.
Well. I have a minor action and a major action. I'm going to use my minor action to throw my red velvet cape over her face.
Okay.
And then attack her. Woo!
Deck check, please.
Dex check is 3 plus 1 for 4.
You miss.
I go, woof.
And she's like,
fancy.
She sees it like a flag, and she's like, are you giving up?
Yes. And I attack her. For 8 plus 4 is 12.
It does hit.
Oh, what a horrible time to fall off the table. So anticlimactic. First time that happened. A lot of firsts this game. 3 plus 10 is 13. And I'm getting plus 10s because of my adrenaline rush.
You hurt her a great deal. Intestines come out of her side.
Gross.
And she like cups them in her hand and like examines them, and she's like, I know I should really be freaked out, but I literally can't feel anything. I feel like a albino genie in
She's like talking out loud right
in a
now?
fantasy land. Like I've been wished into existence without any sort of sense of emotion.
Good callback.
Thank you.
Listeners, he's referring to my character Zilfin from the Disney campaign. Be sure to look it up.
Great plug.
Yeah.
And she looks over at you, and she's like, I think I'm okay to die. Because I'm not going to survive this, I don't think. Once this wears off, I'm pretty sure. Wow. I'm pretty...
I back away.
You wait for her to die so you can eat her. She slowly falls to her knees.
Because even though I'm psychotic, watching this girl grab her intestines as she's dying and talking to me normally, I'm like, that bitch is crazy.
She drops her knife beside her as she goes down to her knees and to one hand, still cupping the intestines into her. She looks up at you and says, can you, when you're on the victory tour, when you make it to 2, and she leans back a little bit, like from losing energy, and she's like, can you please Let them know. That I crit you.
Oh.
She
Well,
deals you
throwing.
another, she deals you another 13.
Okay. That puts me at -8.
Sick.
He gave me a thumbs up.
Uh-huh. She was bluffing. But the thing is, though, is that the thing that she drank wasn't like a nerve nullifier.
Yeah.
So it actually did wipe out any feeling of pain, but she was still being dealt the damage.
Oh, yeah.
Which means as she's regaining feeling, she is very quickly dying. Which means, is there going to be a victor? Let's find out. Give me a d20, please.
Are we doing death saves?
Yep.
Yay! 17 plus 2 is 19.
13. Go again.
18 plus 2 is 20.
6. One more time.
18 plus 2 is 20.
17. Despite your definite damage and near-death experience, and as you are dying, the doctors choose you to save, pull you into the airship, save your life,
I was going to say, I stabilized and then they took me.
and crown you victor at the end of these games.
Woo!
So George Washington Esquire, the 46th president of this United States, gets crowned to be the 17th Hunger Games champion. You gain 2,000 XP.
I'm level 3. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
Level 4.
like she said,
Mm-hmm.
I think I would be level 4, sorry. So, like she said, when I get to
District 2.
District 2 on the victory tour, I scream, "Make America Great Again," and I throw my hat into the audience and I give everyone the finger.
You hear someone in the crowd utter, "Short stack." When you're editing this, can you play like at the very end?
No.
Okay.
Like, the amount of work it takes
Uh-huh.
compared to just posting this, what I have raw, compared to like editing the video and adding in that one sound effect at the very end, is so much extra work just for that one sound effect.
That sucks.
So
No.
you can go ahead and do that sound effect again, and that'll be
No,
As
I
is.
think one's enough.
okay.
Alrighty, everybody. I hope you had fun tonight. Bye-bye!
Wow, that was holy crap, that was fun.
Oh, good.
I'm
glad that was
gonna
fun.
stop recording because we're at 2 hours and 23 minutes. Bye bye.
Bye-bye!